So, I just got my check and information as to what sold at the auction. So I'm going to go through it with you here. I haven't opened it up yet. I've just torn open part of the envelope, but I haven't actually dug into it to see what the final results were. So, what I'm going to do is go through it, and well, I'll show you what I got out of everything as well at the end of the video. Alright, so we're going to open it up, and here we go. We got a wad of paper here. Let's see, what do we got? So, I guess the check, I'm not even going to look at the check, so we'll see what we've got here. So this is how it went. So we got choice of model kits sold for $5. Choice of model kits again. Oh, that was all the remaining kits. Sold for $10. 3 boxes of new matches and a 7-Up crate and bottles. That was a crate full of bottles. And 2 other crates as well. Sold for a grand total of $17.50. Coca-Cola box and bottles. So whole crate, a Coca-Cola crate, $5. Film developer, $5. Lincoln Massey Harris manure spreader, a toy, sold for $7.50. Tonka Hot Wheel sold for $5. That's it was the tray of toys, basically a whole tray. BCA wheel bearing cabinet sold for $75. That was one I had $175 on in the store. So yeah. So anyway, cookie jar, a Dumbo cookie jar, sold for $7.50. So that was a turnabout cookie jar, 2 faces on either side. And yeah, I noticed it was on Facebook Marketplace. The dealer had it on for $125. So you got a good deal on that. I think I had $75 on it in the store though. A mailbox sold for $22.50. I'm not sure what mailbox that was. Yeah, I don't know. Old mailbox. Don't know what that was. Vintage Boy Scouts all together. I got. Luckily, I bought it at a thrift sale. I bought all this Boy Scout stuff, and it sold for $15. So I didn't make much on that, even buying it at a thrift sale. There was 2 tire ashtrays sold for $45 for the pair of them. So there's 2 of them. Another Coke crate and bottle sold for $17.50. Let's see, old jars. There was a Nabob and such. So there was a bunch of sealers I had. There were some good sealers in there that were $25, $30 sealers, but one sold for $2.50, and then there was 4 left, and they took them for $2.50 a piece, so it sold for $10. So the remaining jars sold for $2.50. So there was a few jars left. Little film lantern and slides. Oh, that was the a magic lantern, they call them. It sold for $20 right there. So that's unfortunate. I think I had $75 on it in the store. String holders. There was 2 of them. Sold for $5 a piece. They were $35 string holders. And I got $10 out of that too. I bought another one at that sale from another consignor. And it, I think, cost me $2.50 or $5 as well. So yeah. Robin Hood bags and Merlin bags. So there's 2 flower bags sold for $35 for the pair of them. So they sold for $17.50 each. I'm selling them for $25 a piece, so that's all right. I figured I would get 10 or 15 for them. Coke trays. There was 2 Coca-Cola trays, one 1960s and one 1950s. They were decent enough shape. They sold for $2.50. So yeah, not good. Not good. Okay, here we go. What else we have? There was a whole bunch of locks sold. They sold for $10, and there was probably 15 locks, something like that. There was a metronome, $45 metronome, sold for $2.50. Fruit boxes, yeah, some fruit crates sold for $10 a piece. So $20 I got out of them. Royalty scrapbook and another scrapbook. Actually, they belonged to my grandmother, but nobody in the family wanted them. So let's put them in the auction. I got $5. So yeah. Wildlife patches of all kinds. So that was a bunch of Boy Scout patches mixed in. They sold for $5. It was a whole bag full. There was probably $100 worth of patches in there. More Boy Scout stuff. Remainder of it sold for $5. So out of the Boy Scout stuff, I got $25 minus the 25% commission. So I made a little money maybe, but not a lot. 3 sets of pistol grips. A friend of mine gave those to me, so it was all profit there, $7.50. But still, they were $20, $30 sets of grips. Or 2 of them were, anyway. Then the lighters. A choice. Somebody took 3 lighters. They were not that big of a deal, but there was Zippos in there that probably should have sold for $10, $15, $20 a piece. And they only sold for $8. So they took 3 at $8 each, so $24. Lighters again, $6 by 2. They sold for $12. And lighters choice again at $2.50. They took the remaining, or took 6 at $15, and then the remainder of the lighters sold for $2.50. So yeah, not great. Canadian butter box sold for $12.50. So whatever. I think it came free out of a kind of a cleanup deal that I had done, kind of a free pick. So all right there, I guess. I had 3 or 4 fish, yeah, 4 according to that, fish scales. They were basically utility scales, nice vintage ones. 4 of them sold for $2.50, and that's for all 4. So yeah, this is quite a few $2.50 sales. It kind of hurts. Some razors, sharpeners, and such went for $2.50. This is stuff that normally goes for. There was a stropper in there that normally sells for 10 or 15 at auction all the time. You can almost never fail that it gets $10, $15, $20. But $2.50. Yeah. Some more patches, $2.50. Ration books. There's 3 or 4 ration books for $5. Shell loader tools, $7.50. It was a 2 tools for loading shotgun shells. Good at old ones, but didn't get much. Should have gotten $35, $45 retail maybe. Credit coupon booklets, $2.50. They were just some booklets that had coupons in them for credit for a store. Fireplace monitor I'm not sure what that is. Oh, it was a little gauge thing that I had. That's what that was. $2.50. Voltmeter duffel bag lock sold for $5. The voltmeter probably should have gone for $20. Let's see, utility knife. Whist utility knife. I'm not sure what that's about. Oh, I know. It was a military knife. That's what that was. World War II knife, and it sold for $22.50, which is fine. It's probably a $35 knife. 2 nabob spoons. Now these nabob brass spoons always sell for $5 or $10 or $15 a piece. I retail them in the store for $15. These only sold for $5 for the 2 of them. 2 different spoons. I got $5. So $2.50 a piece. I'll pay $3 or $4 for them at sales or whatever. Yeah. Anyway, printing press stamp. Just there was a printer's block, $2.50. Stainless shot glasses and some other pieces with it sold for $15. I'm not sure what was in that lot that made it $15, but that's good at least. But I don't think it was necessarily big money for whatever was in that lot. Buggy whip holder. Now these sell for $35 normally in the store. $2.50 is what it sold for. And there was a display case. I don't know what case it was. I think it, oh, I know. It was a big flat glass front or glass top case, probably 3 feet by 3 feet. A wood case, sold for $17.50. Now, I was asking $75 for it in the store. Would have sold it for $65, but $17.50 is, yeah, that's just low. Yeah. Telephone. Yeah, I put in a couple nice telephones, and they sold for $10 a piece. The one was a $45 phone, the other one was a $30 phone, so they only got $20. Butter crate, so a nicer one of the 2 crates I put in got $20. Some fruit crates, the ones that should get $15 a piece at least, sold for $2.50, and there was 2 of them. There was a signed calendar that had signatures from the Winnipeg Blue Bombers from 1991. So it was autographed by several players. It got $5. Really? Just, oh, ouch. Tea tin sold for $20. I think that was okay. I'm not sure what tin it was. Tins assorted. There was a bunch of tins. They sold for $2.50. Like, really? And then they all but one of them appeared on another table and got re-auctioned off, and I think they got more than that. So, yeah. Anyway, some ice cream and dairy items sold for $5. Still not very good. Assorted tins, 7 tins at $2.50, sold for $7, so a total of $17.50. Manitoba Pool elevator sign. Now, I paid $20 for that sign, and I lost money on it because the auctioneer took 25%. It sold for $20. Some Roseville, actually some scarce Roseville that should have sold for $30, $40 at least. They got $17.50 and $10 respectively. One did have some chips on it, so it should have sold for $17.50, but the mint one sold for $17.50. Anyway, some more tins sold for $22.50. Some blue ribbon and honey tins. There's a bunch of tins. So yeah. Fire King in peach sold for $5. A whole bunch of it, I think it was. So that's kind of disappointing. There was a bunch of it. Alice in Wonderland baby dish sold for $5. It had a little, kind of a little sauce cup with it, or baby cup. So like $5, that was it. So a bunch of utensils. There's a rolling pin, pie plate, and some other stuff. $10. That's it. Choice on vases. There was 2 Carnival glass vases, $35 a piece. They took both. Thank goodness. That's probably the only thing I did okay on. 2 Carnival glass pieces. Oh no, maybe not, because there was 2 other vases. $20. Oh no, that was a remaining vase and another Carnival piece. So lost on that stuff. Fire King set of 3. 3 pieces of mint condition Fire King for $2.50. Thrift shop prices. Oh boy. White glass orange stuff. Anyway, that was several pieces of Fire King and Pyrex sold for $2.50. Again, mint condition stuff at thrift shop prices at auction. Choice of any Fire King, there were 2 pieces sold for $5, and so $10 total. Again, they did another choice. They took another one, or somebody took another one. The remaining Fire King, there was still a bunch of pieces left, $15 for it all. So yeah, we're not looking good here, guys. Timex display. Okay, this is a showcase I had in the store for about $125. It sold for $25, and I noticed it was available for sale on Facebook Marketplace a couple days later for $175, I think. So yeah. Cardboard signs and cutouts. There was several cut-up signs, $10. I just wanted rid of them, so I think that's what I paid for the batch to begin with, and I got a couple nice signs that I pulled out of that lot, so it's fine. They're gone. Canada Post. Case poster, sorry. That was a paper poster from the 1940s or 50s. Got $5. Should have got $35, $45. Wasn't the best of condition, but not a common item. Anglo Pail. That was an Anglo oil can. Sold for $40. So that's good. That was okay. The rest of the cans, there was an Anglo and a Co-op, sold for $25. Unfortunate because there's $80 worth of cans there, maybe more, $90 or so. Oh well. Anyway, cardboard signs, $2.50. So yeah, whatever that was. Oh, I know what that was. That was 2 Tip Top Tailors signs that I think I had 15 or 20 a piece on. British Consul's cardboard sign, I think I paid 15 for it. Sold for $5. So that wasn't good. Paper advertising sheets, $2.50. That was some cutout ads and such I just wanted rid of. But still, they sell for $2 to $7 a piece. And there was a good stack of them. So, yeah. Wasn't worth cutting them out of magazines. Handle display cutlery. Oh, that was a showcase for pocket knives. Sold for $15. I think I paid $25 or $30 for that one. So yeah, lost money again, of course. Lost money on pretty much everything so far. On 95% of it. Okay, old auto magazines and such. Shore station hubcaps. Okay, this is interesting. $7.50 is what they sold for. I paid $20 for the hubcaps. I saw them put on a Facebook group locally for $80. They sold fast for $80. So the same, the very items. So yeah, lost on that one. I spent time cleaning them as well. Bose advertising box. That was my Bose display box. I paid $45 plus buyer's premium and taxes. So I lost money on that one again. Toy set, jumping jack, all toys. Oh, there was a bunch of tin toys and some box toys as well. $10. Not good. So yeah, very disappointing this time round. So here's total commission was $262.13 is what they took. They took a 25% commission, which is lower than what most auction companies take. So, you know, that's all right. But okay, let's see what the check says. Okay, the check says $785.37, which is about what I figured. I figured about $750. So that's what it was. Yeah. So that's the final take on the auction, guys. Yeah. So anyway, looks like he normally takes 30% by the looks of it, I see. But yeah. Anyway, so he took 25 on this auction, which was fine, which I was agreeable to, but unfortunately it didn't do very well. So yeah, disappointing. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Please be sure to like and subscribe and check out our other videos on antiquing, picking, thrifting, scrapping, etc. Take care, folks.